there's a couple of observations I'll make about this, and it applies to your work. First off, everything, and I mean everything, responds to practice. Good and bad. Lack of practice just usually means bad, okay? You can practice communicating and being a more effective listener, and hence making your company, one vision, more successful by practicing those in your daily life. Oh, like you have a lot of time to do that, don't you? No, I know. So you have to look for subversive times that you can do this in meetings, on phones, and one of the things that we do is a lot of nonverbal communication. You know, I've heard people say, how did they like it? How did it go? How'd they like it? And have someone say back to them, they smiled. They were smiling. Not what did they say, what did they do? It's hard to betray this, okay? So a good communicator is very much aware of his or her body posture, their facial expressions, so that they're communicating what they really want to communicate, both the message they're trying to give and a sense of openness and listening. When we're in the orchestra, it's really, really disruptive to the audience. I don't know why. When I go, quiet, softer, please, you, come on. So I have to do it with gestures and with facial things. But to your point, in your business, when you're dealing with clients, when you're dealing with people above you, people below you, colleagues to either side, they're telling you stuff all the time, right? The better you are at reading that, the better you are at putting out what you want them to understand, the better. That's what brings people together. Understanding, communication, that's what makes one company, one vision. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to find out. Now, I understand you've had some mergers or different things. I don't understand all of it, but I understand that that's the case. And there may be a situation where you all don't know each other so well. So here's what I want you to do. But don't do anything till I tell you. In just a moment, I want you to stand up, and I want you to pair off. You can just find your way around. You can move the chairs if you want, whatever you want to do. Find someone, pair off with someone that you don't know or just don't know very well, okay? Now, the trick is, I'm only going to give you 20 seconds to do this, and you have to do it non-verbally. And of course, non-verbally means without what? Thank you. I don't know how you saw that, but you're a ventriloquist, aren't you? That was remarkable. I was watching your lips the whole time and heard it come out over there. That's great. Yes, without talking. You have 20 seconds. Now, if, in fact, you can't find someone when I say time is up, here's what I want you to do. Don't say anything. Put your hand up. That's all I got to do. So, once again, when I say go, you're going to stand up. You're going to find someone that you don't know or don't know as well. Pair off without talking. And if you don't have a partner at the end of my 20-second thing, I'll say time's up, you put your hand up, and we'll take it from there. Ready? Go. Okay, here's what you're going to do. I want you to face your partner, put your hands up against each other, and determine who has the larger hands. Okay, put them down. This is not a dating opportunity. Please, just put your... Say, I like those hands. How are you? Yeah. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little exercise in nonverbal communication. Now, the reason I had you do the hands is because the person with the larger hands is going to go first. Don't worry. In a few minutes or a few moments, we'll switch, and the person with the smaller hands will have their turn. But here's how we're going to do this. The person with the larger hand is going to face the other person, and he or she is going to tell that person as much as they can about themselves in 1 minute's time, but you're going to do it non-verbally, which means, again, do that again. Where is that guy? But not talking. Okay, that's good. Without talking. So, for example, if you're married, you might point to your ring finger. You know, if you have kids and how many and, you know, what gender they are, I'll leave that up to you. Hobbies, TV shows, food you like to eat, trips you've been on, as much specific information so that at the end of a minute, that person will know the most about you. At the end of that minute, I will say stop, please don't start talking. Then we will switch, and I'll have the other person tell their story. Now, the person with the smaller hand, you're standing here like this, looking attentive. If you understand what that person is saying, you just nod your head. If you don't get it, and then they're going to have to come up with some new way to tell you what it is they're trying to tell you. All right? So for 1 minute, the larger hand people are going to tell the other people about their life story, and that's the way it's going to work. And then I'll say stop and we'll switch. Ready? Go. Laughing is okay. Talking, not so much. Yeah, there's some creative things. Stop, don't talk. Here's what I'd like you to do now. I want you to take 1 minute and say, what the hell were we talking about? Talk and tell each other what you were talking about for a minute.